tragic scene. Entire cities flooded, entire towns inundated, an unending stream of floating debris. Buildings, cars, people swept away in an unstoppable wave. It's a brutal reminder tsunamis are dangerous and unpredictable. But what causes these giant waves and what can be done to minimize their impact? Tsunamis can strike with little warning because they're usually triggered by a sudden displacement of ocean water, like volcanic eruptions, landslides, meteorites, or the most common culprit, earthquakes. In the deep ocean, a typical tsunami wave is barely noticeable and poses little threat. But the waves can spread out thousands of miles, rolling across the ocean at speeds up to 600 miles per hour. As the rolling water reaches the shoreline, the wave's friction against the shallower floor slows it down and raises its height. By the time it reaches the shore, the wave can be as tall as 100 feet. Unlike ordinary waves, a tsunami wave doesn't crest and break. Instead, it moves forward like a solid wall of water that crashes over the coastline, obliterating almost everything in its path. And just when you think the danger is over, it recedes, dragging everything back to the ocean. Tsunamis have multiple waves which can continue to hit the shore for several hours, causing even more destruction. The word tsunami originates from Japan.
Hello, my friends. Today I want to present it about my presentation. It's about self-awareness in flood presentation. First, I want to tell you about myself. My name is Muhammad Iksan. I'm from technical engineering. Okay, my friend. I want to start my presentation. Natural disaster in Indonesia. Why Indonesia get a disaster from another Pacific? Because Indonesia is an archipelago located at the meeting point of four tectonic plates, namely the Indo-Australian Plate, Eurasian Plate, the Pacific Plate, and the Philippine Plate. Indonesia is known as the junction area between the so-called Ring of Fire, an area that is prone to death from tectonic earthquake, volcanic eruption, and tsunamis. About another deaths, natural disasters include floods, volcanic eruption, earthquake, tsunamis, landslides, droughts, heat waves, hurricanes, tropical storm, typhoons, tornadoes, wildfire, and disease outbreak. Uh, now, I want to tell you about definition of flood. Floods are natural test uh, floods are natural catastrophic events that occur when exercise water flows submerge and land. And human action can be related about floods, natural factor, and another factor is river floods, flash flood, and tidal floods. The impact of flood. This is the impact of floods is physical damage, water contamination occurs, food scarcity, the economy of the affected area. Reduce the risk of flooding. The reason the effect reduce of the risk of the flooding. Change the understanding and mindset of each us. Determine the location and routes of evacuation, knowing the early warning system in their respective neighbors. And the conclusion about this presentation, the problem of folding and things that are the main factor that cause folding of course will not end. The culture of keeping the environment clean and not littering has not become a tradition for most or all of our society. So it must start with oneself and our family and the people in the environment itself. We have to get used to living clean. This is done by keeping the home environment clean by cleaning garbage scattered in the yard, sweeping trash, and disposing of garbage in this place. Okay, friend, I think enough about my presentation. Uh, I hope Indonesia can be a safe country. About I hope Indonesia become a safe country from another disaster. Thank you for attention. Good afternoon, my friend. Thank you.